Okay? In order to look at the scatter plot, you put the data in the calculator, you look at the scatter plot. If you look above with the y equals, it says stat plot. That's what you need to do, right? You need to go, it's second y equals, and you should see this screen here. Now, most likely, because your calculators were used during first block doing the same thing, that it probably says on already. If it doesn't say on already, then click on 1, so it pulls up this first line. And then you need to make sure that the cursor is on, and you hit enter so that it stays on. Okay. And then in the type, it's the very first one. That's a scatter plot. And then you can notice down here that it's actually telling you where it's pulling the data from, and it's pulling it from L1 and L2, where we should have just put it. That's right. If you actually had it in different lists, you could change right here to make it go to the list you want. Right? That's not a problem. But most of the time, just kind of like default, use L1, L2. Okay. If you got it turned on and you want to look at it, then you want to hit zoom 9. Here's the zoom button. Zoom 9 in that menu is zoom stat, right? Since that's where you put the data, do zoom 9, zoom stat. Okay. And if you do, you should see these points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody got that? Not too hard? Now look, you got to look at the shape now. You're going to have to make the decision. What kind of function does that look like? Does it look linear? Does it look like a parabola would do it? Or does it look like maybe we need one more turn in the graph? Cubic. It's cubic probably. If you look in the example in the book, they do all three. And you see that it's the cubic that really matches up well with the points. So we would probably say, you know, I'm thinking that looks like it's going to be cubic.